They've had about 57 spins. Newfoundland Waste Disposal Systems, Gary Cooney, member of the Boathouse staff, 66 spins there. There's a nice shot of the Canadian flag in the cruise. And RNC Magic Walk Eatery made up of police members. Les Hines also steers East Coast Marines. They've had about 60 practice spins, did not row in Placentia.
Cox looked like he was untangling his rudder there.
I want to say so people know, I have a son, Edward, Ted to his friends, who is rowing in this one. And you remember last year I got accused on the dock of wanting Pizza Hut to win. You weren't here, Brian. I got nearly accosted. You want Pizza Hut to win? And yes, I want Pizza Hut.
He came back with hats for us to wear, the whole thing.
There you go.
I noticed he did not get us any pizza, though.
The men's district
You want
race.
pizza?
The men's district race, and here's how it shapes up at stake one, Newfoundland Disposal Systems. That's at the top of your screen. Cox is Gary Cooney. Stroke is Jerome Barron, followed by Ron Whitten, Rich Wilkins, Brian Glasgow, Graham Roach, Rob O'Brien, and the spare is Paul Keynes. They rode a 10:40.07 in the time trials, and they're in the Dictator at stake one.
Stake number 2, the Miss Molson Pizza Hut. It's John Hart, Jerry Locke, John Barrington Sr. and Jr. And rounding out the 3 Johns, it's John Norman, Mike Smith, and Teddy Murphy.
Smite.
Smite,
Yes,
sorry.
we'll all get in trouble.
Yes, indeed. 10:34.15 in the time trials. They're rowing stake 2, the Miss Molson.
Stake 3, it's Wilson's Autoglass. Aboard the Good Luck, Cox is Bud Boland, followed by Stroke, Jim Scott, Scott Wilson, Dave Burt, Bob Barron, Barry Burke, Gary Hickey, and Gary Cooney is the spare. They rode a 10:38.29 in time trials. They're aboard the Good Luck at stake 3.
That's Wilson's Auto Sales. And in stake number 4, Captain Morgan, the RNC Magic Walk Eatery. Les Hines, Roger Kennedy, Greg Hobbs, Hubert Mary, Jake Stanford, Bill James, George Horan, and Johnny Langer. Campbell Feehan, the spare, running at 10:57.80 in the time trials. The RNC Kicks FM, as it was known then, Kicks Country Now, rode a 10:16.68 in 1990.
Stake 4, Captain Morgan, the RNC Magic Walk Eatery. They're lined up, the men's district race, set to go at 11 o'clock at 11:23, rowing for the VOCM trophy, and they're getting their final instructions from the committee barge. I should say platform. And they're asking, is everybody in place? They all ready to go? And they're off. Andy Newman has the race call.
We have a clean start. It looks very clean so far. RNC Magic Walk Eatery with a good start. Wilson's Auto Sales, a good out of the hole, so to speak. Pizza Hut and Newfoundland Disposal Systems fairly evenly matched here with 10:40, 10:34, and 10:57. The RNC Magic Walk Eatery has been putting in a lot of extra time in the past couple of days. As we take a look at it, it's Miss Molson and the Pizza Hut out front, followed very closely by Newfoundland Disposal Systems, Wilson Auto Sales, and RNC Magic Walk Eatery pretty well in a dead heat right now. Actually, I would have to say the Wilson's Auto Sales pulling out now. Right now, it's Pizza Hut, Newfoundland Disposal Systems, Wilson's Auto Sales, and RNC Magic Walk Eatery.
Race number 6, the men's district race underway, brought to you by Vital Signs, 52 Pippi Place. Bring your business to life with Vital Signs. Coverage of the 167th Royal St. John's Regatta on Cable 9 and Q93 continues.
Daughter's pistol fires. The coxswain shouts to the crew. The Royal St. John's Regatta, a day at the races. For well over 150 years, the crews have been rowing Kitty Vitty Lake for that perfect time. Vital Signs wishes everyone has a safe and happy regatta day. And they hope that all the crews of this year's regatta do their best to make this year's regatta another record breaker. Vital Signs, 52 Pippi Place. Bring your business to life with Vital Signs. Proud to be part of the Royal St. John's Regatta.
At Lakeside at Kitty Vitty, the men's district race underway. The the sixth race of the 167th Royal St. John's Regatta. Crews are on their way down the pond now. I guess one thing I want to say, is it up the pond or down? They're
Down.
They're going down, they're coming up, right.
Now, there's no reason for that.
Exactly.
Just tradition is you go down the pond and
Come up the pond. That's
Just
what
coming up to the ladies' boys, ladies' kegs, Miss Molson Pizza Hut now out front. It's Wilson's Auto Sales, Newfoundland Disposal Systems, RNC Magic Walk Eatery. Let's just take a look here as they come up to the ladies' kegs. Nice swing there for Miss Molson Pizza Hut, followed by Wilson's Auto Sales.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Bud Boland.
That's who they were nervous about.
Also Newfoundland Disposal Systems, and then coming up RNC Magic Walk Eatery. Still anyone's race at this point as they come up. Wilson's Auto Sales.
Don't
now
tell me that,
third.
Andy. No, it's not anybody's race.
Miss Molson Pizza Hut, Newfoundland Disposal Systems, Wilson's Auto Sales, followed by RNC Magic Walk Eatery.
These crews are on the break, are on the edge of getting in, being a contenders. Like the last race, the 5th race, the district race, they're just a little bit, maybe 20 practice spins, maybe a little bit more running, but they're on the edge of cracking the top 8. And it's a hard place to be, believe me. But Brian, you have a couple of boys.
Well, yes, I do. One is 20 months old, Kieran.
Okay, but
and the other is Stephen, who's 11, just turned 11.
But isn't it tremendous for John Barrington and Mike Dwyer and Joe Serslater to row with your son?
An opportunity that only comes along once or twice in a lifetime.
You know what Mrs. Barrington said to me last night? She said, I hope he gets a chance to row with John and Patsy. The other little fellow will row later.
Right now, the men's district race, Miss Molson Pizza Hut out in front. Good Luck, Wilson's Auto Sales, Newfoundland Disposal Systems, and RNC Magic Walk Eatery, 1 through 4. Top of your screen, it's the Dictator, Newfoundland Disposal Systems, Miss Molson Pizza Hut in Stake 2, Stake 3, Good Luck, Wilson's Auto Sales, and Stake 4, it's the RNC Magic Walk Eatery in the Captain Morgan race. The men's district race being led by Miss Molson Pizza Hut. And I don't think I'll ever wear an Argonauts hat, Hillary Joseph, in your dreams.
We
Calgary all the way.
It's kind of hot. It's kind of hot here on the roof of the boathouse, and I've covered up. And Andy was just offered our general manager's Argonauts cap to wear, and he declined it.
I could have brought you down to Detroit had I have all 4 of them.
4 minutes into the men's district race, Hillary's going to die when I tell him I could have had Argonauts tickets for tomorrow night's game, but I turned them down. It's Pizza Hut. Miss Molson in the lead of the men's district race, 4 minutes, 15 seconds in.
You know why he's such a popular fellow at work now, don't you, Dean?
Who, Andy?
Yeah, Andy.
Well, Andy is a popular fellow everywhere. He's going to get married shortly.
Here we go. Into the turn of the boys. The men's
at 4:28 men's district race.
Johnny Hart is the coxswain.
Look at this beautiful shot.
Now,
I'll tell you,
that's a lot better than last year when they hit Matt Foley. They had a collision last year.
Just look at the wind that they're battling coming back up the pond now.
Pizza Hut, Miss Molson.
Watch the old fella. Watch old Barrington. Look at the swing. He's been 20 seconds for that crew. Brian, he's improved that crew into what you wouldn't believe.
The men's district race on the way as crews head back up the pond. We'll continue with coverage of the 167th Royal Newfoundland Regatta from Lakeside of Quidi-Vidi on Cable 9 and Q93.
Cable Atlantic, Cable 9, and 9:30 a.m. CJYQ, St. John's, Mount Pearl, and the Avalon. We believe in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Forever a dream, forever a promise. We're true and strong as the rolling sea. Our spirit will be always shining bright, with hearts full of hope for prosperity. We believe all as one, standing tall to weather the storm. We believe in Newfoundland and Labrador. Together we rise to meet the challenges, like true Newfoundlanders through thick and thin, with undying love for our smiling land, our heritage of pride we hold within. We believe all as one, standing tall to weather the storm. We believe in Newfoundland and Labrador. We believe all as one, standing tall will weather the storm. We believe all as one. We believe in Newfoundland and Labrador. We believe in Newfoundland and Labrador.
We are New Cap Broadcasting Limited, operators of CJYQ 9:30 a.m. Q93. We believe in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Mount Pearl, Newfoundland's third city. Mount Pearl has so much to offer, from first-class shopping to an exciting nightlife, from first-class recreational facilities to memorable dining experiences, quiet neighborhoods to strong commercial activity. Mount Pearl is poised to grow and prosper well into the next century. Mount Pearl, a city to be proud of. Mount Pearl Pride is supported by Mount Pearl Irving Convenience and Pro Care, Commonwealth Avenue. Discover supreme service and convenience. NBEI Communication System, 6 Mount Carson Avenue. Call 747-5354.
You know, there used to be a time when you got west of the overpass, you lost your radio reception. Q93 AM decided to do something about it. That's why we've turned it up to 50,000 watts of AM stereo. Now the greatest hits of all time can be heard on Newfoundland's single most powerful AM radio station. Join the Q Morning Crew weekday mornings. Maurice Fitzgerald for the drive home and Donna Randall middays with the music the whole office can agree on. Q93 AM, 50,000 watts of AM stereo at 9:30 AM.
We're back at Kitty Vitty Lake. The men's district race is underway, and they've already passed the ladies' kegs. But before we go back to the race call, let's go to the Q93 Skywatch Weather Center. Rob Garino, our meteorologist, is standing by. Rob, we only have a couple of minutes left in this race, so we want to get right back to it. The word on the winds, are they going to die down in the next little while?
Well, we thought they were going to. I think they're going to stay kind of moderate. Seems to be the problem is when they get started out on the race, they're okay. And then when they reach, I guess, the battery side, you want to call it the lake, and they turn around, then the problem is they're heading right into the wind, which is, I guess, pushing them sort of towards the boulevard on that side of the lake. So you can understand that they get a real great start, and then when they come back the other way, that's when they run into the problems. Very challenging today, and still we're looking at some pretty good temperatures. So the wind will hold up pretty much where it is. May drop a little bit off this afternoon. We're still waiting for a little more sunshine to come out. It's kind of that hazy sunshine, but things will develop as we go through the afternoon. We're still looking for that high of 26 or 27. Generally, the winds will still remain at about 20 to about 43 kilometers. We're looking in that range. So, again, the problem is not going out. It's coming back for the boats on the second half, I guess, once they come back from the battery side in reverse direction.
Right on, Rob. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you again at 4 o'clock. Rob Garino from the Q93 Skywatch Weather Center. Right now, the men's district race belongs to the Miss Molson, the Pizza Hut crew. And we're just taking a look now. First place, Pizza Hut, RNC Magic Walk Eatery, Wilson's Auto Sales, and Newfoundland Disposal Systems. Right now, it is it's Miss Molson Pizza Hut, followed by Wilson's Auto Sales. And then we've got the Newfoundland Disposal Systems and the RNC Magic Walk Eatery.
Up to the finish line.
We'd like to get the times back up on the screen if we could, as they just make a little switch. Right now, it's going to be Pizza Hut by far, heading away. 9:47.
9:09 and 9:47 now. 49:50. The men's district race just about over.
Just about 9:57, 9:58. It's going to be Pizza Hut in the Miss Molson.
There you go, Dennis.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Quite happy at all. Followed by Wilson's Auto Sales, who'd be just coming into your picture.
I mean, that's
right now.
That time is nearly 40 seconds faster than their time trials.
It is. That's good.
And give John Barrington Sr. credit for at least half of it.
Okay, let's look at Pizza Hut in first, Wilson's Auto Sales in second. It's going to be the Dictator Newfoundland Disposal Systems in third, and the RNC Magic Walk Eatery coming up in fourth. The men's district race at 9:58, the official time, belongs to Pizza Hut in the Miss Molson at stake number 2.
The men's district race just concluded, and we'll be back with a recap and an instant replay of the turning of the boys. You're watching and listening to continuing coverage of the 1993 Royal St. John's Regatta on Cable 9 and Q93.
Nice shot there, the head of the pond. Things nice and quiet down there right now. Wind coming and going, Brian. Supposed to continue throughout most of the day, pretty well where it's been.
Yeah, it tends to pick up and die down, but as Rob says, we're hoping at least by the time we get into later this evening, maybe at 9 or so tonight, but by the time we get to 8:30, 9 o'clock, if that's when the championship race is going to go,
indeed,
then the winds will be down enough. Race coverage of the 1993 Royal St. John's Regatta will continue on Cable 9 and Q93.
Pistol fires. The coxswain shouts to the crew. The Royal St. John's Regatta, a day at the races. For well over 150 years, the crews have been rowing Kitty Vitty Lake for that perfect time. Vital Signs wishes everyone has a safe and happy regatta day. And they hope that all the crews of this year's regatta do their best to make this year's regatta another record breaker. Vital Signs, 52 Pippi Place. Bring your business to life with Vital Signs. Proud to be part of the Royal St. John's Regatta.
Welcome back to Kitty Vitty Lake, the Royal St. John's Regatta, the 167th This is the oldest organized sporting event in North America, and if you're reading Jack Fitzgerald's book Up the
What
Pond,
a fine book it is.
it's probably a little longer than that because we have records of races being held in Kitty Vitty and down at the harbor. You know, there was a time when you would leave here lunchtime and go down to Chain Rock, down by the Battery, and go swimming, and then come back. So I would recommend that.
This was in the days before cars, so it was a good bit of a walk indeed.
A bit of a jaunt for sure. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day here at Kitty Vitty Lake, and record crowds are expected for this regatta day. The men's district race just completed. Normally we would have a lunch break, and then we'd come back in about an hour and a half, but because we have 23 races on the regatta program this year, which is a record for regatta, we're not going to take a break lunch hour, and we will not be taking a break over the supper hour. We'll be continuing through. And if it seems that we are a little bit behind schedule because the men's district race was to run at 11, and it's 11:35, we've just completed that.
And as you can see, at this point, as soon as Pizza Hut pulls around, the race was all theirs. They had it far and away. There goes in the Newfoundland Disposal Systems, followed by the RNC Magic Walk Eatery, and there it comes. Miss Molson Pizza Hut, a lot of experience just in John Barrington Sr. alone. And what a thrill it must be for him to row a winning team with his son, John Barrington.
Just look
Jr.
at the water they're rowing in at the bottom of the pond today, and you're seeing a couple of whitecaps from time to time. Wind is picking up. Sun's Regatta. I'm Brian O'Connell, the 167th Regatta, the oldest organized sporting event in North America. Record crowds expected today. Warm temperatures. Rob Garino at the Kicks Country Skywatch Weather Center is forecasting highs of 27. Winds are still up, but people are turning out. If you are coming down to Lakeside today and you're bringing small children, there's always the possibility of becoming separated. Well, Karen Day looked into what should happen when a child goes missing.
The tens of thousands of people who come down here for the regatta.
Sites that are around today, the original regattas back in 1826 when they started up, there were no concession tents. And what happened was families will come down a day or so before the regatta, and they would set up camps in this area here, Bennett's Grove, and a few at the head of the pond, and they'd have campfires going and cook up pork and cabbage and so on. And in addition, there'd be a lot of dancing going on. This was the forerunner of the dancing galleries. They would use a tin whistle player and a fiddle player.
Okay, and on top of the dancing, we're told there's just a little bit of gambling going on.
Gambling was extremely serious in those days.
Oh, okay, and not so anymore.
It's still evident around the pond today, as a matter of fact. But people went into it a lot. They prepared. They had binoculars, notebooks, and they followed the crews right throughout the whole regatta season. So when they bet their money, they had a fair chance of winning.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time. And we just want to say a quick hello to the Barringtons, John Sr. and John Jr., of course, from Miss Molson Pizza Hut. You just won. We've got to wrap this up just now, but congratulations, father and son.
Yeah.
And
I'm the father.
You're the father, and you're the son, and you know you're both very tall. You had a good time today, but not as good. You were part of the Smith-Stockley crew that got the record time. I want to congratulate you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, John. And we're back on top of the boathouse. A beautiful day. The gentleman sitting to my right is Tom Willoughby. Tom is with Hibernia, and you are not a Newfoundlander. You are from New Orleans.
Right.
So I want to get the pronunciation of that correct, because some people say New Orleans and some people say New Orleans. How do you say it?
Either will do fine.
Okay.
And I'm learning how to say Newfoundland rather than Newfoundland.
Yeah, well, understand Newfoundland. It kind of rolls together.
Right.
Hibernia is, we talk about corporate sponsors for the St. John's Regatta and other events, but particularly the regatta. Hibernia has been getting involved in this, and I'd like to talk a little bit about that. How long ago did the Hibernia project get involved in the St. John's Regatta?
Well, I think since the Hibernia Company was formed in 1990, they've been a part of the regatta and supported it. It's a historical event, and we feel like it's a big part of St. John's history. And the people of St. John is very important to us and people living here. We have a lot of people working with Hibernia, and we feel like we're an important part of the community here.
Some of the ways you've been involved, you've been sponsoring some teams?
Yes, we've sponsored the, it's the VOFM Hibernia team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the Good Luck.
That's right, and they were in the Good Luck this morning, yeah.
Right, and I understand, I'm short time here. I've just been here since April. And so this is my first.
So
it's very exciting.
Would you believe me if I told you the weather is always like this?
It's hard to believe. That's not what I've been told.
Tom Willoughby from Hibernia, one of the many corporate sponsors for the 1993 Royal St. John's Regatta. Coverage of the 1993 Royal St. John's Regatta will continue on Cable 9 and Q93.
Dave Hodge for Speedy Auto Glass. You know, getting your windshield replaced isn't something you do very often, but when you do, remember this. Your modern car is pretty sophisticated. Even the glass is an important part of the body design and safety features. It must be replaced properly or you'll have problems. So don't take a chance. Take it to Speedy Auto Glass.
Speedy Auto Glass, at Speedy we can.
See the Speedy Auto Glass nearest you in St. John's, Mount Pearl, Bay Roberts, or Carbonear.
We're back with continuous coverage of the 167th Royal St. John's Regatta. Up next, the women's commercial race should be extra close. Less than 4 seconds separated all 4 crews during the time trials. The practice spins have been Central Dairies 58, while RNC Jungle Gyms had 52. Skinner Monuments with 48. Barry's Trophy Shop is from Placentia and did all the practice at home. And from what we've seen from this morning of the out-of-town crews with the practice on Placentia and the Saltwater and on Lady Lake and Harbor Grace, they've managed to do very, very well. Central Dairies Cox Mike Summers, also Cox for the Oz FM Marks Warehouse crew. Barry's Trophy Shop Cox Matt Foley, president of the Placentia Intertown Regatta Committee. You're watching continuous coverage of the 167th Royal St. John's Regatta, the women's commercial race, brought to you by Family Drug Mart, Eastgate Plaza, Portugal Cove Road, and Town Square, Bell Island. Try the family way.
The games, the food, the excitement, and of course the races. The sights and sounds of the Royal St. John's Regatta. Family Drug Mart is proud to be part of this year's Royal St. John's Regatta. It's the hope of Family Drug Mart that you have a safe and happy regatta day, and that all the crews of this year's regatta have a fair pond and a good race. Family Drug Mart, Eastgate Plaza, Portugal Cove Road, and Town Square, Bell Island. Try the family way. Proud to be part of the oldest sporting event in North America. Get out and enjoy the Royal St. John's Regatta.
As the wind picks up, there's a shot of the, if we go wide, that's the men's boys. The women's commercial race set to go. The women's commercial race for the Richard and Gary Pittman Memorial Trophy. As we take a look at a couple of the crews, we're getting all set for the women's commercial race, which is about 20 minutes behind schedule. We'll make that up during the lunch hour. Let's take a look at the Richard and Gary Pittman Memorial Trophy now.
Richard Pittman was a resident of Quaitavida Village who enjoyed considerable success both as an oarsman and a coxswain. The Richard Pittman Memorial Trophy is awarded to the winning crew in the women's commercial race.
The Richard Pittman Memorial Trophy right there on the screen for the women's commercial race.
Actually, Andy, I did those trophy descriptions, and when I did them, it was the Richard Pittman Memorial Trophy. Since that, they've had Gary's name, and the Pittmans, well, Paddy Pittman rode in the crew that has the fastest time now so far, and Coppertap Pittman, and well, all the Pittmans from Quaitavida. You really, the name Pittman, the name Regatta goes together, and Richard and Gary are well remembered by a lot of people on Regatta Day. And
we're just taking a look at the crews, the stakes, getting all set to be lined up for the running of the women's commercial race. Check your time trial times.
Look, less than 4 seconds separated the crews. So this should be, except for the Pizza Hut victory, and I got to say it that way, the races have been fairly close.
Yeah, that was pretty well a walk away. There's no doubt about that.
John Barrington Sr. added.
Let's take a look at the stakes, the coxes, and the crews for the women's commercial race. As the wind picks up at Kitty Vitty, the 167th Royal St. John's Regatta, the women's commercial race, stake 1, RNC Jungle Gyms, Sean Ennis, the cox, Liz Whitten, who I promised this year, Liz, I would not say anything nasty about.
Sweet girl.
Indeed, indeed. Monica Murphy, Sue Hennessy, Elaine Moores, and Corinne Hines, along with Jeannie Baggs. RNC Jungle Gym, Sean Ennis rode a 6:15.47 in the Miss Molson. And we're going to take a look at the stake number 2, which will be coming down your screen. Good luck, Central Dairies. Mike Summers, coxing, Sherry Whalen, Brenda Diamond, Kelly Marr, Debbie Nurse, Christy Barnes, and Janice Byrne. They rode a 6:18.85. They'll be rolling in stake number 2, second from the top on your screen. Moving into stake number 3, the women's commercial race. Skinner Monuments. John Tucker is the Cox, the stroke, Paula Edwards, Tina Brake, Shelley Nix, Leanne Ryan, Karen Hickey, and Tammy Alexander. They rode a 6:15.91. They'll be rowing in the Dictator at stake number 3. In stake number 4, the Captain Morgan Barry's Trophy Shop. It's Matt Foley, the Cox, Evelyn Travers, Charlene Majors, Jackie Williams, Sharon McGraw, Shelley Berry, and Lorraine Lake. They rode a 6:18.85, and as we mentioned, 4 seconds less than 4 seconds separate the 4 crews for the rowing of the women's commercial race.
We're now getting into the part of the program, Andy, where you have crews who I don't think they expect to win the championship race. But that doesn't mean that they love, enjoy, are bitten by the regatta bug any less than the crews that have the best times.
We're going to take a look now at the Express Picks. There's a lovely shot of the lake as the wind, as I mentioned, is picking up a little bit here at the lunch hour. The race predictions from the Express, Skinner.